Sagittarius, welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome back to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Sagittarius, I'm going to be doing your mid-monthly reading for November. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future, clarify the main challenge, all the cards, and get some final advice for you. Now, dear Sagittarius, as you know, this is a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, then absolutely good for you. Now, Sagittarius, this is a reading that I'm doing until the end of November. Okay, for many of you, there is something here about you focusing on your own happiness. That's what I saw. I'm not going to say which card I saw yet. If it comes out, then we'll bring it up. However, this is a reading that incorporates, a lot of things like feelings, emotions from the past, stuff that you need to know about Mercury retrograde and all that jazz, some sassy shit, I'm saying. So let's get into your reading and see what's going on for you. Okay, so Sagittarius, your challenge is the Four of Wands. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Swords followed by the Death card and the Five of Swords. Actually, this is good because your challenge here has a lot to do with commitment, homecoming, relationship, connection, marriage. I'm not saying you're going to get married right away. It's your birthday month, though. If you want to, you could. You're a Sagittarius, very spontaneous. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But Sagittarius, you're starting to be more optimistic about life, and I think it's going to start working. Things are going to start shifting for you. You know what I mean? The Mercury is in retrograde in your sign right now, so a lot of things might be kind of a little bit out of the place. You're a Sagittarius. You're that one fire sign who has little fires everywhere they go. So right now you're gaining your focus onto when it comes to family and marriage and commitment. What do you want, right? So we're going to talk about this and we're going to see how is this reunion. If this is a reunion that's going to happen, how is it going to take place? In the recent past, you have the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Three of Cups. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel like here that you got really hurt, okay, and upset about the fact that someone here was moving very slowly towards you, which is justified by all means. So you might have been involved with an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, possibly a fire sign like Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or maybe a Cancer or a Pisces. Now, in the recent past, I do see here someone moving very slowly or maybe not making any moves towards you at all. And that kind of really frustrated you. There was possibly a third-party situation that might have been an issue as well. We're going to talk about this shortly. Now, in the present moment, you have the Strength, the Hierophant, and the Temperance. You could be dealing with the Leo. I'm getting here Taurus, maybe another Sagittarius. This is about commitment that's actually you're working towards or you're wanting to work towards, okay? There is some sort of a strong commitment or a marriage that you are desiring to have, and we're going to talk about this shortly. In the near future, you have the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Lovers. Gemini energy, Aquarius, Libra. So in the near future, there is still a lot of questions and still a lot of confusions that you're going to need to find out about. You have the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Swords. You want to gain clarity. Who is this person in my life? Why am I constantly thinking about them? Or, like you want to know the truth. You know what I'm saying? And you might be wanting to have a conversation with someone in the near future. We're going to talk about this shortly. Now, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Swords, the Death, and the Five of Swords. There is trust issues that you and this person had with each other in the past. And I think because of these trust issues, you and this person had some sort of a conflict and a fight that happened between you and them. And this is the reason why things ended. Now, we are in Scorpio season. The Death is the card of a Scorpio. This is basically allowing us, this is allowing us to really see our patterns specifically. If you are mature enough, which I believe you are, and an evolved Sagittarius, right? Evolved signs, everyone out there. Taking the time to see what are the patterns within me that maybe I facilitated or I enabled in this person, in this connection, for it to end the way that it ended, which is conflict, argument, whatever it was, okay? Some of you are also dealing, I said Aquarius as well. Now, this is what's happening, but I do see here like the end of a conflict, the end of these trust issues that's gonna happen, right? So let's get into your reading and let's clarify and see what's going on for you. Sagittarius. you're an optimist. You keep it real, you're a prophetess. Okay, so Four of Wands, Sagittarius. This is a card of marriage, commitment, relationship, you know what I'm saying? Homecoming, celebration also, because it's your birthday month as well. So the Four of Wands, Sagittarius, is clarified by the Three of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Empress. Okay. And the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So a lot of you are waiting on someone, okay? And you seem to be in this place of, this is the person that I want to be with. This is what I want. This is who I want. There could be a long distance connection between you and this person. Doesn't have to be. I am strongly getting here with the Five of Pentacles, the Empress. There is something here about like a divine feminine energy, like nurturing, if you're a male Sagittarius watching, which I know there's many of you watching me, you don't say a lot, but I know you're watching me. I love you too. This is about you realizing, like, in the present moment, if this connection is going to happen, like, is this the right moment? Is this the right time for me to really focus on a relationship? Because a lot of times you want something, but when it comes to you, you kind of may, not you, but in general, right? You may say, you know what? I don't know if this is the right moment for me. I wanted it back then, but now I'm not so sure. That's a little bit of a Sagittarius thing to say. You know what I mean? Because you feel a little bit lonely right now. You feel a little bit isolated, maybe a little bit sad, but you're working towards your own happiness, And I feel like that for a lot of you, what I'm seeing here makes you really sad is the fact that you want to help this person, you want to nurture them. There is something about abandonment or loneliness that this person also has. And it's like almost you want to save them, you want to help them, but it's been a struggle because there is this separation that is existing right now between you and this person, okay? For a lot of you, there is a marriage and there is a commitment and a relationship that has been delayed. Okay, there is a delayed event and ceremony that was supposed to happen. So let's talk about the Knight of Pentacles for you in the recent past. I feel like this person was like standing very still and very stagnant. Okay, kind of towards you. Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles, and the Sun at the bottom of the deck. So you might have dealt with a very unevolved Leo, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Somebody, okay, no sugarcoating here. I do feel like here that there might have been maybe a third-party situation. I think one of the reasons why this person maybe was not really moving towards you fully and making any steps is because this person maybe they were hiding something, with the Six of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Seven of Swords. Something here was kind of deceptive that you just kind of maybe felt that was very concerning for you and this person. You couldn't fully trust. I think you still got hurt over the fact that this person was, you knew something was off, but you still was anticipating something off of them, okay, off of this connection. Is because you were very much invested into this relationship, into this connection. The Nine of Wands in the recent past is clarified by the Five of Cups, Four of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. Can nobody make this up? Can nobody make these cards up? That's why I'm shuffling them right in front of you. So again, another confirmation here, right? So many of you were feeling hurt. Again, Nine of Wands, Five of Cups, Four of Cups. You were very, very frustrated, sad, and disappointed that the way that things ended between you and this person, it was just very tumultuous. It was very disappointing. It was like you were having this loss of a loved one, and you truly cared for this person. Now, with the Three of Cups here in the recent past, some of you might have tried to either reconcile with this person, or maybe you also realized for some of you there was a third-party situation that was involved. So let's clarify the Three of Cups for you in the recent past, dear Sagittarius. The Three of Cups in the recent past is clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Temperance, and the Page of Wands. The Temperance is you, okay? So for many of you, I feel like you realize that, I'm just gonna focus on my own healing. What else do I have left to do? Temperance is Sagittarius card. It's the healer's card. It's somebody that has gone through a lot. And, I think that for many of you, you did not tell anyone about it, but you did go through some sort of a secret depression or maybe short seasonal depression. I think that Sagittarius have that. Everyone looks at the Sagittarius and they think that everything is going great. You're always optimistic, positive. You're always uplifting other people, supporting other people. But sometimes Sagittarius, people around you, they kind of lack the awareness to genuinely ask, how are you doing, Sagittarius? Like, how are you doing? And I'm asking you right now, how are you doing, Sagittarius? You know, you can talk to me in the comments if you want to, but I feel like that, you know, you kind of realize that you had to really focus on yourself. There is something here about your self-worth and your value that if somebody was not committing to you, or somebody didn't choose you, or if there was a third-party situation, that doesn't define your worth and your value. Also, I'm gonna say something right now. I know there is cross-watchers watching this right now. I don't wanna see anyone bashing Sagittarius, sign bashing, trying to put anyone down. If you're a cross-watcher and it didn't happen between you and Sagittarius and you didn't do it, don't flip the story and don't come under my comment and try to bash other signs. I don't allow that on my channel. That comment will be removed, okay? No sign bashing, no trash talking, and no disrespect on my channel. Corrosive behavior will be removed immediately. Now, in the recent past, for a lot of you, I do feel like that you embarked onto this personal, individual healing journey, and you know, you started cultivating, going after what you truly wanted. You were very passionate about something with the Page of Wands. That's you, a project, a journey that you were on. In the present moment, you have the Strength, the Hierophant, and the Temperance. So for a lot of you, there is definitely a strong sense of like commitment, but you're also asking yourself, who do I want to commit to? Do I commit to career, or do I commit to this work, to this person, or should I just completely let him go and, you know, commit myself to someone else? So the Strength in the present moment is clarified by the Four of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. A lot of you, I feel like that you know that there is some boundaries, or maybe there is some obstacles that are actually existing in the present moment. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could be a fire sign, like I said earlier. And for many of you, I think it's been a challenge, right? It's been a challenge for when it comes to marriage with the Seven of Wands and the Four of Wands. I feel like that someone here is resisting something with the Hierophant, resistance when it comes to commitment. Let's clarify the Hierophant for you. So the Hierophant, dear Sagittarius, is clarified by the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Lovers. I don't know why it feels like whoever you are dealing with, Sagittarius, when it comes to like, when it comes to relationship becoming serious or like commitment, it almost like it feels like it's a burden for them. It feels very heavy for them. It feels very challenging for them to like navigate through that, you know? You could be dealing with a Gemini, you know, doesn't have to be, and it's just, I think there is a lot of love, but also at the same time there is something here about, it's just like a lot of burdens and luggages and stuff from the past that are coming up, you know. And it's 2:20 on my clock right now, so it's going to be 222. You might want to check out to see what is the spiritual meaning, angel number meaning for you, 222, if that resonates with you. Okay, someone here is feeling pulled down or burdened when it comes to commitment. So let's talk about you. The Temperance. Okay, so this is you, Sagittarius, in the present moment, and the Temperance is clarified by the Moon, Cancer energy, Five of Wands, and the Six of Cups, and the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So this is somebody from the past. Six of Cups, okay, past person. This is someone from the past, Sagittarius, that you are constantly thinking about, contemplating. You could be seeing this person in your dreams or in your subconscious mind. There is a lot of like this person's energy popping up back from the past. There is a fight, there was a fight, a conflict, and an argument that happened between you and this person. Okay, major issue that causes separation to take place between you and this person. And in the present moment, I think that what you want with the Temperance, right, is first of all, you're tempering your feelings, your emotions, but also you're transmuting, and you're being patient. You're being very patient. I know it's not the greatest asset for our fire signs, but you know, I think you're just kind of like really going with the flow, becoming more like flexible and wanting to really adjust accordingly. You know, I feel like that for a lot of you, with the Moon, Five of Wands, you might be also able to recognize why did this breakup exactly happen. For a lot of you, there might have been even other people that were involved in this situation, Sagittarius. I'm seeing here family members, toxic people, toxic coworkers, messy coworkers, whatever it was, relatives, jealous people that maybe they were involved in this situation that kind of like caused this relationship to experience the Three of Swords. Because a lot of times, you know, sometimes we may dismiss that or we may not notice. But a lot of times what ends up happening is other people may try to intervene and try to like dictate how a relationship should be. And that's not how it should be. You know what I'm saying? Don't let other people to come into your relationship and have a say, because you are the one who is living with this person. 222 on the clock right now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So let's talk about the Seven of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the Lovers again. So there is clarity coming in. Like if this person, maybe they had a lot of baggage, they were not able to really come towards you and to commit. I do see here clarity headed towards your way. The Seven of Cups is clarified by the Page of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. There is possibly an apology that's going to happen, or a confession. I think that both of you, ever since you both separated from each other, there has been this energy of feeling trapped. You feel trapped in their energy, they feel trapped in your energy, because the way that things ended between you and this person seems to have been kind of unexpectedly, and the way that it ended, it almost like it didn't make sense. How did this end? Why did this end? Exactly. You might have known a few things like here and there, why exactly you thought back then, but there was a lot more to this story than you may actually realize. So Ace of Swords here, I do see here finally some sort of clarity coming in towards your way, dear Sagittarius. With the Ace of Swords, it is talking about like you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. My right ear is actually burning. I wonder who is talking about me. Right ear, not the left one, the right ear. Who is talking? Who's saying my name? Say my name when nobody's around you. Say, baby, I love you. So I'm saying somebody's talking about me, definitely. But hey, this is my transmutation. Anyone that says ever anything about me, I'm transmuted. I'm gonna take it as a compliment. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Give me all that energy. The Ace of Swords is clarified by the Hermit, the Ace of Swords again, and the Emperor, and the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. There is definitely a strong sense of clarity coming in towards your way. This is about power couple dynamic, and this is about somebody actually being like the person, the bigger person, taking accountability. I mean, it doesn't mean if they're being the bigger person, you're the smaller. I'm just saying like someone here is realizing they need to take some accountability. There is action coming towards you from them. Could be in Aries, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Virgo. I feel like that there has been a lot of internal work that's been done. Okay, the Hermit is here. So out of all of these, like out of this inner work that this person has been doing, or they have been contemplating and wondering and thinking, they're realizing they need to tell you something, okay, with the Ace of Swords, and that's a double confirmation. There is some sort of truth that is going to be revealed towards you, and we're going to clarify right now with the Lovers, and we're going to see what this is about for you as the last card, okay, the Chariot at the bottom. Cancer energy. Somebody wants to move forward with you. So let's clarify the Lovers. So the Lovers is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the World in the near future. Okay, so for a lot of you, I do strongly feel like here that there is a cycle that's finally going to close off. Okay, a major cycle is closing off, some sort of a karmic lesson cycle this month especially. And also I'm getting here a lot of things being eliminated, a lot of things coming under the light for you. Someone here is going to walk into your life back again, wanting to offer you love, wanting to offer you commitment. And you're going to start seeing this situation and this relationship from a completely different perspective. I do feel like here that for a lot of you, dear Sagittarius, you're someone that you're so passionate when you get into a relationship. You're very excited, you're very positive, you're very dedicated. And I think that's the type of love that you're really wanting, like a ride or die type of connection, half horse, half human. You know, you got your wild side, you got your human side. And I think that you're really trying to also balance those things out within you, because you want to go out there and you want to explore and you want to do so many things. And sometimes when you have been either with wrong people or with somebody that was not ready to come with you and to explore, it was very disappointing for you. You did experience sadness and disappointment, because I think that you're one of the most misunderstood signs, along with Gemini also, okay? Gemini and Sagittarius, I think, are quite misunderstood. Yeah, and maybe Scorpio also, but you know, that's what I'm being honest, no sugarcoating. But I feel like that what you want is really somebody that can really go to places with you, expand the horizons and go beyond borders, right? So you're gonna start seeing this situation from a different perspective. There is like almost an energy shift that's gonna happen there is gonna be an energy shift that's gonna happen between you and this person. So let's get the advice What is the advice for Sagittarius? What do you need to know? Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so Six of Swords, definitely a healing journey, you know, being on that path of like healing. The advice for you here, dear Sagittarius, you have the High Priestess, the Page of Wands, and the Hermit. For many of you, there is definitely a very spiritual connection, a very spiritual connection. The Hermit and the High Priestess, spirituality, and the Page of Wands. There is a lot of passion. There is something here that really carries the potential to be reignited back again. The Hermit is holding the lantern, right? And shedding light onto the Page of Wands. It's like you're also trying to see the maturity levels of this person. I think Sagittarius, you're someone that you're pretty advanced and mature to your age, just because of your experiences and the wisdom that you have gained so far. For many of you, I am strongly getting that what's going to end up happening for you is the advice for you is to really see the signs and synchronicities and the connectedness that you both have spiritually. And I think that this is about really just being patient. Again, the Hermit, patient, slow process, but just really seeing that it's going to be worth it, you know? So I know it's not the easiest, but I think that's one of the biggest lessons that we are actually learning and wanting to master in this lifetime as fire signs. Okay, so I feel like that between you and this person, there is going to be a brand new beginning, but it's going to be from a completely different viewpoint and like a new chapter, a new set of emotion. It's a different frequency. Okay, so let's get into your intimate questions. Well, I'm going to choose one intimate prompt that you're going to ask your person, and one, I'm going to choose like one random question you're going to ask. This is a question prompt I pulled for every sign. So the intimate question, oh, I love this question. And I'm going to answer it too. What do I do that turns you on the most? What do I do that turns you on the most? This is a good question that you can discuss with your person. What I would say, what is it that turns me on of a person? I mean, definitely like intelligence, you know, smart mind is very impressive. It's a big turn on if somebody can like talk. If somebody can be like book smart and street smart, I think that's very hard. What else turns me on? Hold on, Sagittarius. We're going to be here for a minute. Hold on. I feel like definitely like passionate kissing, neck kisses, cuddles, different positions, you know, role play. What else? Role play is very hot. Also, cosplay as well. I have like 12 costumes and 12 outfits. You know what I'm saying? Cosplay is very hot. You know, my partner and I, we definitely will not get bored. And yeah, you know, dirty talking, right? You tell me, Sagittarius. What is it that turns you on the most? Okay, so let's talk about the random question here. Now, the final question that you're going to discuss with your person is, what goals do you have for yourself? How can I support you to achieve them? This is a good one. This is a relationship building question, right? What goals do you have for yourself? I mean, for me personally, and you can share them in the comments. Feel free to share in the comments. Sagittarius, don't hold it back. Just be demure and mindful and you know, polite. So the goals for me definitely is like, you know, looking good, feeling good, you know what I'm saying? Feeling rich, being rich, you know, and helping humanity and society in the best way possible that I can. How can I support you to achieve them? Just be there, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, come up with some creative ideas. How can I support you to achieve them? Listen what I'm saying. Like, I think that's the best way. You know, like when you share something with someone and they're not really listening, but just be the person that really listens and really just, you know, hears you out. And I think that's very important, you know. How can I support you to achieve them? I don't know, get laid or something. Anyway, so Sagittarius, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this reading helped. I love you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.